You want to know the real reason why she hasn't texted you back? Why she moved on so fast? Or at least pretends to? It's because she thinks you won't. She expects you to chase, to beg, to spiral. And if that's what you're doing right now, you're giving her exactly what she wants. But the moment you stop reacting, the second you stop seeking closure, stop trying to prove your worth to someone who already walked away, that's when everything shifts. And no, this isn't about revenge. This is about power, self-mastery, stoic strength. Because when you become emotionally untouchable, not cold, just calm, that's when the silence hits her harder than any argument ever could. See, a man who walks away with peace in his eyes and purpose in his stride, that man haunts her. She expects noise, emotion, chaos. But when you respond with silence and self-control, she feels it. She might not say it, but she'll feel it 10 times harder than you ever did. So in this video, we're going to talk about how Stoicism gives you the upper hand in heartbreak, not to hurt her, but to heal you, to reclaim your center, your strength, and your standards. If you've ever felt powerless after a breakup, stick around, because I promise, when you do that one thing, she won't just feel the breakup, she'll regret ever underestimating you. Let's get into it. And hey, before we dive deeper, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This is Stoic Think, where we don't chase emotions, we master them. When Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He wasn't talking about relationships, but he might as well have been. Because after a breakup, most guys do the exact opposite of what Stoicism teaches. They obsess over what she's thinking. They scroll her socials. They overanalyze the last text, the last call, the last look. But here's the truth. The more attention you give to her, the less power you hold over yourself. And that's the shift. When you stop living in her world and start showing up fully in your own, everything changes. Stoicism isn't about pretending you don't care. It's about understanding that your emotions don't get to run the show. You feel the pain. You accept the loss. But you don't let it define you. Because the man who stays calm while everything around him crumbles, that man is unforgettable. And here's the part most people miss. She doesn't feel the breakup when you cry over her Instagram. She doesn't feel it when you blow up her phone or try to prove your worth. She feels it when you go quiet, when you disappear. Not to manipulate, but to elevate. When you stop trying to prove anything and instead start becoming everything she thought she'd never lose. That's the moment the silence becomes deafening. That's the moment the breakup finally hits her. Not because you're trying to make her feel bad, but because you finally remembered who the hell you are. Stay grounded. Stay focused. Let your evolution speak louder than any text ever could. In the next part, I'll show you exactly how to build that inner stillness. How to use Stoic principles to rise from the pain without resentment. And if this message is hitting home, don't forget to like the video and drop a comment. Tell me, are you done chasing, or are you ready to rise? So how do you actually build that inner stillness? That calm, unshakable energy that not only heals you, but makes her feel the breakup harder than she ever expected. It starts with presence. One of the core Stoic practices is to return to the now, not the past, not the future, just this moment, right here. Most guys stay stuck in memory. They replay old moments, wonder what they could have done differently, or fantasize about someday getting her back. But every time you do that, you abandon your present. And the present is where your power lives. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." So if she left, if she stopped texting, if she moved on, fine. That's outside of your control. What's in your control? How you respond, where you place your attention, what kind of man you become next. The Stoic doesn't seek comfort. He seeks clarity. So take this pain and don't waste it. Use it as fuel to sharpen your discipline. Hit the gym not to get revenge, but to rebuild your body and mind. Pick up that book, not to show her you're growing, but because you deserve a sharper mind. She'll feel the difference, not because you tell her, but because it shows in how you carry yourself. You move slower. You speak with more depth. You stop reacting. And that silence, that peace, it echoes. You want her to feel the breakup 10 times harder? Don't post thirst traps. Don't try to prove anything. Just become the man she never thought you'd have the strength to be without her. Because when you choose discipline over drama, growth over games, that's when you stop being the man she left and become the man she lost. In the next part, I'll give you the final step, how to detach fully, not with bitterness, but with grace, and how that might be the most powerful move of all. Stick with me, we're almost there. Now here's where the real power comes in. Detachment. Not the fake kind where you act like you don't care, but deep down you're still checking your phone every 5 minutes. I'm talking about real Stoic detachment. It's not cold, it's not heartless, it's freedom. Seneca once said, "He who is brave is free." And there's a quiet kind of bravery in letting go of someone without needing closure, apology, or explanation. It's saying, I accept what happened, and I choose peace anyway. That doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop depending. You don't need her to understand your worth. You don't need her to miss you. Because your value doesn't come from being desired. It comes from being disciplined. Detachment means you no longer react to her silence with panic. You don't spiral when she watches your story. You don't take the bait if she reaches out with mixed signals. You see it for what it is. And you stay centered. Because your peace is no longer up for negotiation. And here's the twist. The moment you fully detach, not to punish her, but to protect yourself, that's when the weight of the breakup finally hits her. She realizes you're not sitting around, waiting. You're living, you're rising. And the man you're becoming now, that's the one she never thought you'd evolve into, not without her. But here you are. So let her wonder. Let her feel it. Because you're not chasing love anymore. You're choosing self-respect. And if she ever circles back, you won't need to say a word. Your presence will speak for itself. Thanks for watching Stoic Think. If this spoke to you, share it with a brother who needs to hear it. And remember, true strength isn't loud. It's calm, it's quiet, it's unshakable. Hit subscribe and join the tribe. We don't chase people here, we build men. Here's the truth, brother. Breakups don't break you, they reveal you. They show you what you were clinging to, what you feared losing. And most importantly, they show you where the real work begins. Because when you stop trying to win her back and start winning yourself back, everything changes. She might feel the breakup 10 times harder, but that's not your goal. Your goal is to feel yourself 10 times deeper, to become so grounded, so focused, so unmoved, that nothing outside of you can shake your peace again. That's Stoicism. That's strength. That's you rising. So if you're walking through heartbreak right now, know this. You don't need her to validate your worth. You only need the courage to face the silence and the discipline to rebuild from it. One step at a time, one breath at a time. If this message hit home, subscribe to Stoic Think. We're not here to complain, we're here to become. And trust me, she'll notice the difference. But by then, you won't be waiting for her to. You'll be too busy becoming the man you were meant to be. I'll see you in the next one. Stay grounded, stay stoic,